A jar of lollipops. Gretel, Laura M. Cadiong, and Victoria D. Mangaser. 3 days had passed since the world's strongest typhoon of 2013, Yolanda, hit the city of Tacloban. There was no electricity, there was little food and water. The family of Mangaser and Aline Gloria had to leave the 2-story house, which saved them from the water that covered the entire city.
We have to walk to the bus terminal,
Mangaser announced early in the morning.
But it's a long way from here,
Ailing Gloria said, worried.
God kept us safe during the storm. He will help us get there.
Mangaser answered. All around, they saw roofless houses and buildings destroyed by the typhoon. Lifeless bodies of men, women, children, and animals were scattered along the way. Mylene and Andre held each other's hands. Little Annie held Ailing Gloria's hand tightly.
Hurry, everyone.
Mangaser said.
We have a long way to go to reach the bus terminal.
Can we rest a little? We have been walking since morning.
Mylene begged.
I'm hungry and thirsty. We only had 1 piece of bread for breakfast and nothing else.
Andre said. Ailing Gloria prayed silently. They had nothing left but a bottle of water and 5 slices of bread.
Here, each one, have a slice of bread and drink a little water,
she said, knowing it was their last supply of food.
Look, Mother,
Annie shouted. On the muddy street was a plastic jar covered in mud. Mylene and Andre ran to it. It was a jar of lollipops, muddy but sealed.
No, don't pick it up, Mylene. It's unsafe.
Warned Father.
It is not good to eat.
The children were unwilling to let go of the jar.
Please, Father, let us keep those lollipops.
Mylene and Andre pleaded. Andre picked the jar up. He cleaned it with rainwater.
It's still good.
He cried and carried it along happily. They walked for several hours. It was almost dark when the family reached the bus terminal. But no, not a single bus was there. That night, they stayed in the bus terminal waiting for a ride that would bring them to safety. Hungry, wet, and tired, the family huddled together and prayed. Then, Ailing Gloria looked around them. It broke her heart to see the little children crying in hunger. Suddenly, she remembered the jar of lollipops.
Andre, where's the jar of lollipops?
She asked. Andre handed it to her. She opened the jar and gave some to Mylene, Andre, and Annie. The children started eating the sweet lollipops happily. It was the most delicious food they had that day. Aileen Gloria shared the rest of the lollipops with the people around. Everyone gladly ate the only food they had that night. The next morning, rescue buses arrived and brought all of them to a safer place. Aileen Gloria smiled as she was about to ride the bus with her family.
After all,
She thought,
there is God and a jar of lollipops.
a jar of lollipops. Gretel, Laura M. Cadiong, and Victoria D. Mangaser